doing, Webtoon? You publicly advocated for this content on your platform, on your app, for years, for multiple seasons. And then all of a sudden it gets to physical print, you got cold feet, you don't endorse that content anymore? Why does the line have to be drawn now? I don't get it. Are there different rules for what kind of, like, ratings there are? What kind of ratings you can get past? When it comes to print and it comes to digital, display of your content? I don't understand. Like, did they just want that particular age rating on the back of the book that says for ages 8 to 12 or whatever? I don't know. It's kind of like how every video game publisher wants their game to get released at T as opposed to M. Because if your game gets rated T, you're going to get a lot more sales than if your game is rated M. It's just a statistic that they have proven and that they adhere to in the industry. So you try very hard to get rid of that M rating if you're at risk from the dreaded ESRB. They don't like doing video game companies. They don't like doing that. They don't like having that M rating, because that means lost revenue. Then you got games that revel in their M rating, like Mortal Kombat. If a freaking rated T Mortal Kombat ever came out, I don't think anybody would buy it. It's like when you see a PG-13 rated horror movie. Could be good, but I doubt it. Also, my timer went down again on Twitch. Awesome, dude. Why am I even streaming today? It's a nightmare right now. Am I even up on OBS? Yep. Oh my god, I've been streaming my starting soon screen for the... Oh, Christ, dude. No one was even here to tell me. I'm so mad. Alright, well, luckily, this is not going to YouTube. I've decided... Oh, boy. Today is just lost to time, and I give up. This is getting lost in the archives for sure. Oh, god, man. I guess if this was going to YouTube, that would be a podcast episode at most. But I didn't even talk all the way in those periods of silence, because I assumed there was something on screen. How wrong I was. Oh boy. Yeah, I might as well just freaking end stream right now, but I know if I do, I'll stop working on this because I'm freaking frustrated right now. Yeah. Everything's wrong, man. This dunce cap is going to stay on for the rest of my streaming career, honestly, at this point. I can't think of any better alternatives. Also, this hair looks so weird. Why? Oh boy. Well, with that knowledge, it really did take basically all the wind out of my sail. And I've been streaming my starting soon screen for the past, I don't even know how long. I guess around 20 minutes. Well, my timer went down again, so I don't even know. What? I don't know. How long have I been streaming, dude? I'm streaming for another half hour and then I'm calling it. Because today is I don't even know what's happening right now. I don't know who I am, I don't know where I am. Alright, I did the flats while nobody was looking. That's the pro strategy. You just do it in secret and nobody can even know that it's part of the pro. I should just do every stream. Then I don't gotta worry about words being on screen because nothing will be on screen. I am now just forever a podcaster now. Nah. One thing I think I gotta do in regards to my composition is get more acquainted with drawing characters more zoomed out. Not in terms of the wide shot, but say there's a panel like this. Well, not like that, because that's nothing what I just said, or displayed. Say there's a panel like this. I don't know why I'm doing this, talking to no one, because I'm definitely not uploading this to YouTube anyway, so it's not like I can even come back and listen to this. And then there's like this is the size of the panel. Like, we'll just even put a hypothetical break here. And we'll pretend these little things are here. Like, this is the size of the panel. And there's like this one right here. And there's a smaller one over here. These are the borders between them. Oh, right here, there's little borders between them. We'll draw like characters and they'll just be zoomed out in these little panels here. Or they might even be zoomed out even a little more. Like a word bubble or two. And they'll just be small and less detailed, and that's just gonna be, you know, how they are. Maybe I need to get more acquainted with drawing them like that. Not quite a wide shot, but just a more zoomed out, less detailed version of the character in these panels. It does add to visual variety, as opposed to just going with like these like close-ups here, which I seem to favor, apparently. But as long as it serves a purpose, I don't think the shot really matters too much. For example, this is supposed to demonstrate and focus on the actions of the arm, the hand, and the torso. You know, it's just like the posture. So this shot makes sense. Her expression here is the point of this shot, so that makes sense. Her expression here and him being over in this new position in the room makes sense. These two close-ups, I have artistic intent behind them, so it's not like it's completely devoid of reason as to why they're like this. It's just like, you know, maybe I need to further my visual variety even more than I've already branched out into. And I haven't done a lot of it, so it's not like I've made great strides in that field. But I'm working on it. This whole thing is a process. Art is always going to be a process. Some people say, like for an athlete, your peak is definitely in your 20s. And that's a very small time frame, and I feel for athletes, because once you get out of that age, it's like you just biologically, your prime is such a short window. But for artists, your prime may not arrive until you're like, I don't know, 40, in your 50s. Even then, you could probably still be kicking it, even later in life, because it's like cognitive as well as a little bit of physical, but the physical barrier is not too much unless you have some sort of chronic issue, in which case then, yeah, there would be. But for most artists, I would say, since the limit is purely mental, again, as long as you don't have some sort of chronic illness, you could go for a long time. Well into your 50s. Alright, let's... I don't even know if I want to continue streaming today. It's been a freaking nightmare. Just to keep this thing up. I guess I'll do a couple values. Let's start simple so I don't have a breakdown. Breakdown. JoJo style. Alright. Just take it easy. Calm down, Zotan. Take 14 discrete deep breaths and then come back to us. I'm gonna do those silently so as to not cause any worry. I'm going into a cardiac event. Why do they call it a cardiac event? That sounds way more exciting than it actually is. Well, it's probably exciting, but not like in a bad way. I mean, like, when you say cardiac event, it sounds like you're going to a party. Where all the balloons are shaped like a pair of lungs. Isn't that cute? That's not at all what a cardiac event is. It's not cute. And there are no lung-shaped balloons. Usually just your lungs exploding. Or your heart. Could be either of those. My hair. I loved her. Ooh, If you haven't seen that meme, it's very good. You could probably find it looking up the exact words I said. I don't know how you're going to spell uwe, but that is the last word of the title. You can figure it out. Sound it out. Uwe. Clip that to the layer below. What did I set this one to? 60. What would be the next simplest panel for me? Definitely not one with two figures in it. Maybe this one or this one. One of these two. This has two arms in it overlapping, so maybe not. This one might be the next simplest one for that reason. So let's clip it to the layer below. Set that down to like 40 something. Don't think the lighting has to be as intense in this panel. Yeah, maybe it should be. A little bit more intense anyway. Whoa, that eraser is the wrong one and too big. I thought Twitch was supposed to count yourself as a viewer again these days. Being a zero viewer Andy feels very rude when I am under the impression that I am supposed to be a viewer. How the heck did people do it, man? How do people amass followers anyway? What is the science? Maybe I should put giant boobs on this goblin avatar. I already have a huge giant hat. Casts a shadow of every room that I'm in. In every room that I'm in. What more do I need? That should be good enough for any of that. We can add another one, though. Some of those... What are they called again? I used to know words. Ambient occlusion shadows. That's the one. Those are good words to know. I can't believe I started today's stream being like, oh man. This stream's gonna be completely fine and nothing will go wrong. I didn't think that exactly, but I didn't expect it to not go that way. You have a new hat? Hello, Swan. I do indeed. Would you like to guess what the hat is for? You could probably connect the dots. I obtained it around the time that the Capcom Tokyo Game Show presentation occurred. If that puts any clues in your mind. How are you doing? I told you I updated my model in your chat. And I have indeed done that. Who gave that to you? I gave it to myself. On account of my delinquency, my truancy, my other unscrupulous, is that a word that I want to use here? I don't know, unsavory actions in recent times. Some shall we say, ill-advised opinions about the certainty of things arriving on what certain days and whatnot. You silly Billy, I felt like it was appropriate to have this hat. I'm probably gonna wear it for at least a month. Just because I put all the work into design. I even gave it blink frames. Do you see that? I even did it for the blink frames, which means I have to wear it for a while at least. How's your stream been going today, Zotan? Well, I'm glad you asked. The power went out midway through, and my chat refreshed about 6 times so far, and my timer went off about 3. So I don't know how much longer I can literally stand to stream today without freaking out. It did it again. It just refreshed right now while I was talking about it. I am so upset. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. I shouldn't even have brought it. So if any, this VOD is not going to YouTube because when I came back from the power flicker that happened, I left my starting soon screen up, and because nobody was there, I was talking to my starting soon screen for like 20 minutes before I swapped back to the stuff you see on screen right now. This has been a nightmare, Swan. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you stream and not freak out, because I'm freaking out. How does anybody do this? How does anyone stream and not freak out? I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna lose my G-dang mind. I'm gonna start using curse words. Like, darn. It'll be okay. Not today. I'm only streaming for a little bit longer, then I'm going to sleep for 1,000 years. And then when I come back, my prologue will still not be done, but I'll try to be farther along. Next time it'll be a new stream. Hopefully one less wrought with issues on both my side and Twitch's side. It was just all... I was getting assaulted from all angles. I was getting digitally swatted, and I don't know what to do about it. Oh boy. Twitch was doing this to me. They was doing this right here. They was rubbing their hands together. Why can't I draw anything on this? There he goes. They were shuffling their hands together like this. That's what they were doing. I know they're doing it. It's my conspiracy. They have it out for me as a zero viewer Andy. I don't know why they're so mean to me today, but they don't like me. Any other day they're usually fine. They're usually chill. Today they're just freaking... They're so angry. It doesn't help that I just feel extremely out of it today. I don't even know why. Garo came in here, and then when they said they were gonna go get lunch and grab a nap, I said, can do, which doesn't make any sense in that context. I just said a thing that somebody might say in a different conversation in that one. It's like when you say to the waiter, you too, after they say enjoy your meal, it just didn't work there. You just say, I went on autopilot, and I feel like I've been in autopilot for the past 24 hours. I don't know what happened. And it's not because of lack of sleep. Here's the thing. I got too much sleep. I've been saying that a bunch on stream today. On Sunday, I slept probably 18 hours, at least. And I don't feel any better for it. I feel like a human version of a sloth right now. In terms of cognitive function. Too much sleep is definitely a thing. I think I did that. I think I OD'd on sleep yesterday, and I am feeling it. I feel like a lunatic. Makes your brain feel like pudding. It is definitely... I am full pudding mode today. Just a gray matter stew up there. Big pudding. I don't even know if it's a big pudding at this point. After the Monster Hunter incident, I think it might be the smallest pudding known to man. Like a little snack pack in my skull. That's my problem with snack packs. They're too small. They had to make snack packs where the whole thing is like 60% bigger, and those ones are the only ones that even they attempt to look like a normal size. Maybe that's just my American speaking, but if I want to get pudding, it's gonna have to be at least like a cup of pudding. Cup and a half, maybe. I like this little, like, 4 tablespoons. It's like, shut up. Get out of here. I don't want to be able to open up my snack pack and inhale it accidentally. I also haven't eaten a snack pack in, like, decades, so I've just seen them in the stores, and they seem even smaller than they did when I was a child, which makes sense because I'm a lot bigger than I was as a child. Well, at least taller. In the vertical department, I am a lot bigger than I was as a child. I might be thinner than I was as a child. I think there was a point in high school where I weighed more than I do now, which is a little sad, but it's just kind of where I'm at, biologically. Hell, I even might have weighed more as a baby than I do now. If you've seen some of my baby pictures, which you haven't, because I don't know why that would be a thing that you've seen. But I was a freaking morbidly obese infant. If you saw the baby that I was and the man I turned out to be, you'd be like, that's not the same person. That simply cannot be who you are. Or were. One of the two. My parents even say, like, every time they see baby pictures of me next to my cousin who was around the same age, it looked like I was about to eat him. And it's true, I've seen the pictures. Look like a freaking monster next to him. Chubby babies tend to grow up skinny. It's very funny. That is weird. Where does it go? I was a chubby baby too. How does this happen? Why does nature pull its greatest pranks on its strongest warriors? I think that's how the expression goes. Speaking of expressions, one of my favorite ones I've rediscovered recently. Sometimes we just get all the fat we're gonna get as babies, I guess. That would make total sense for me, like not even an exaggeration. I feel like all the fat in my body is just exactly the amount I had as an infant, probably. Would not surprise me. I don't have a lot of it. Doctors be calling me underweight my entire life. Ah! Hello, Proofbot. Welcome in. How's it going? At least you get to eat all the peanut butter. I do get to eat a lot of that. And I only have to worry about the sugar content. And I don't. I choose not to. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Am I out of music? I shouldn't be. Oh, thank God. No, yeah, I was talking about a phrase that I rediscovered recently. I made one of those happy accidents, and now my OC has a different hair color. I love when I do that. I had one of those recently. I wonder if I still have the files here. I will talk about the phrase that I rediscovered in a minute. You cannot stop me forever. Where did I go here? Oh yeah, I had this one. Is this where I did it? Oh yeah, it's literally on screen right now. Okay, yeah. Where, I was redesigning the silhouette of this lady's face because I was like, what is missing here? What do I not like about this going on? And I realized that she was missing something to separate the shapes of her ears from the rest of her face and her little bangs here. And then I just decided to throw these on there. These, like, Link from Breath of the Wild-esque sideburns. They're not even really sideburns. I don't know what to call them. But these pieces right here, and they really help separate the facial shapes and just make the whole thing. It was a little happy little accident there, and I like this. It was good. This is a better design. All over. Looking amazing. Thank you. Excuse me, is this like a voice actress for Cinderella singing right now? What's happening? Do not save that. Anyway, the phrase I was going to say I rediscovered recently that has brought me much joy is the phrase dealer's choice. The previous one was punching air. I love the phrase punching air or punching ghost. That's just funny to me. Just a visual, just like, getting so mad that you're just punching in front of you. That one's funny. But dealer's choice is the new one. We love the framing pieces of hair. I do like them. It adds a bit more of a... I don't know what it is about it. It just seems more fantasy-esque, too. I don't think people grow those in real life. Can you? Can you grow that much hair as a sideburn thing? From that area? I don't know. I got the red hair and golden eyes going, and I'm upset I never thought of it till now. It's a pretty good thing. What is it, like, not monochromatic, but there's a thing where it's like isolating from a particular region of the color wheel. I forget what that's called, but it's a good color scheming device. Heck if I know what it's called. But Dealer's Choice can make, like, any situation sound cool. Oh, you could be talking about, you could be rescheduling, and like, hey, hon, should we reschedule brunch with your step-parents for Wednesday or Thursday? And then he'll just be like, Dealer's Choice. And it's like, even in that context, it sounds cool. It shouldn't be possible, but it is. I think we need to bring that one back into the public lexicon a little more. I don't think I've ever seen side hair that long. I know, right? Alright, hon, but seriously, I need an answer because I'm trying to schedule around what you're doing this week. And I don't know if your work is going to conflict with it. So, you know, Wednesday or Thursday. Dealer's Choice. Oh my god, you always get this. I can't believe... Sorry, I'm getting into, like, soap opera territory now. I think you're onto something. I'm onto crack cocaine. By the sounds of it, I'm on major pudding brain right now. That's it. We can either work through this now and talk this out, or I can go hang out at my sister's place for the rest of the day. Dealer's Choice. And then, like, a single tear rolls down his face. As she walks out the door. What is happening? I'm gonna stop. Somebody stop. Right? How long has it been? I don't even know how long I've been streaming because my timer's been broken up about like 14 different times while I've been streaming today. So I've probably been streaming too long as well. But anyway, yeah, bring back Dealer's Choice. It's a cool phrase. We need more of it in the world. You always say Dealer's Choice and I have to make the decision. Thank you for playing along with that. I felt like I was going crazy. What do you want for dinner? Dealer's Choice. Ugh. Would this even be how the lighting is working here? I don't think so. TikTok gives me all the fun phrases. I like the Rizzler. That's a fun phrase. And other such Zoomer terminologies. Just choose something. Dealer's Choice? That's it. I'm leaving. And then she slams the door. Did that sound like I was yelling across my room? Because that's what I did. Listen. My name in a certain Discord server is indeed the Rizzler. It's a funny word. It's a funny phrase. I like that one. Yeah, okay, good. Maybe I'll upload this second half of the VOD to YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'll just own up to the misery and upload both halves, even though 20 minutes of the second half are my starting soon screen and me not being aware that it's the on-screen. Whatever, I'm no stranger to embarrassment. I'll put it up in the archives. Whatever, dude. I don't even care. I don't have integrity or respect for myself. That died a long time ago. Where's Multiply? There we are. The dunce cap remains on. It's gonna stay on. You know what? This might just be my avatar now. I thought it was gonna be a temporary bit. I might just keep the dang thing on, apparently. It suits me. Which is not what you want to hear from a guy wearing a dunce cap. but I just feel like it embodies me. This is the real me. This is who I am. I'm coming out as stupid, in case anyone was wondering. To my mom and my dad, I just want to say if you don't approve of this lifestyle, I'm sorry. It's just how I was born. I can't change it. No amount of therapy is going to cure my stupid, alright? I identify as a problem. My pronouns are he, them, because I could never be him, and other such pronoun jokes that I love and have heard over the years. That's one of my favorite ones. I do like that one. Another good pronoun joke I've heard is, you're telling me a cis teen built this chapel? That's a good one. Never heard that before. I'm glad I could bring that to your attention. That's one of my favorite ones. Did I not color in her teeth? Oh god, I never noticed. Maybe I was about to when my stream exploded. Yeah, that looks more like a mouth. Alright. Figured out why that looked weird. Alright, I think we'll finish the values on this lady. Should not take too long. Actually, you know what? We could finish the values for this whole panel. Screw it, I ain't lazy. Most of the time. And then I'll stop for today. Whoops. What is going on? One thing I've gotten very good about is matching the multiply value to the one that I was using before, like on this little gradient map here. I've gotten very good at pinpointing what it will look like so that it blends perfectly. Like, I could pick out this shade of bluish gray out of a lineup at this point. I can go right back to it with scientific precision at this point. Military grade precision, even. Maybe instead of taking a nap later, I'll start watching Golden Kamui, because I told people I was gonna do that. I haven't done it yet. I ain't done it yet. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it today, because I got nothing better to do, and my brain is already pudding, so I'm not gonna do anything productive, like, right after stream. Just something I try to do, occasionally. I'm just gonna watch TV for the first time in, like, months. I'm just gonna do something that requires no power of the mind, or the body, or the spirit. And I'm just gonna start doing that. I think that is a good use of my time. Crack open the spam, make some spam and eggs, get you drawn. That sounds like a night. If it was any other day, I'd probably do the same. But fortunately, I'm in a bit of a state right now. What day is it? It's Monday. Aw, man, there's not even a new Drawfee episode out today? I'm so mad. I'm so retroactively mad about this thing I just realized. No new Drawfee is a crime. I love Drawfee, dude. I wonder if they're gonna stream later today, actually. Because they do Monday streams, right? I enjoy Drawfee so much. They're like some of my favorite people on the internet. I love their content so much. I love the whole crew. I love Jacob Drawfee. I love Nathan Drawfee, Julia Drawfee, Karina Drawfee. And dare I say Caldwell Drawfee as well, one of the OG members. We all know him. Always a pleasure when he shows up to a video. He's just such a funny dude. I believe so. Yeah, I think they do Monday streams. I think they've been a little on and off recently, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me not paying attention. Could be. They could just be busy with Drawtective Season 3, which is definitely going to happen at some point. I'm waiting. If you guys haven't seen Drawfee, I'm going to show you one of my favorite clips that they've ever done. I'm going to take all my characters across all the games I played and use them as story material. Save me some time. Oh yeah, just do that. Well, let me see if I can find it. Where is this rascally clip? Oh, here it is. Is this the whole thing? Yeah, it's got to be the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna watch this clip. This is a very good clip. And I think if you haven't seen Drawfee, this will turn you on to you should watch Drawfee. Let's go. We could watch the whole video, but it's like 14 minutes long, so I won't. I'll just show you one of my favorite bits they've ever done.
Dude, do you think that means Waluigi can't kiss?
No.
Can you guys even hear that?
Waluigi kiss? He can slam his teeth into your mouth. I mean, listen, maybe kissing's the last thing on his mind. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Maybe he wants to get. Maybe he wants to get to the biz, Nathan. You know what I mean?
He don't.
I don't know.
He don't know.
Waluigi fucks, dude.
It's a bit low. I can't really. Hold on, let me do this.
I think Waluigi fucks but doesn't kiss.
Okay, that's
if
your.
If you say Waluigi doesn't fuck, you have not been paying attention.
Okay, it's you know it's an early Whedon venture.
Early Whedon.
And
it's a traditional greeting in Denmark. They wave to each other and say "Early Whedon."
Early Whedon tree.
Willem Dafoe would be a perfect Waluigi.
Yeah.
Oh, he would be. Oh no.
Wallem Dafoe.
Wallem Luigi.
Wallem Luigi. Which is another greeting in Denmark, strangely enough. Wallem Luigi.
Early Whedon to you.
Oh, Wallem Luigi.
I love that bit so much.
This guy's got a tongue. And
This whole video, this one, Cursed Drawfee Quotes, is a great video in general. I love that whole channel. Love that whole video. They're a special group of people. I had to make sure my music volume is better again. Oh god, the volume. Oh my god. Quiet yourself. They must be protected at all costs. I'm glad they survived the college humor explosion, where everybody just got fired. Oh, hi, Damien. What is this? Am I supposed to understand this? Explain yourself. You made his voice just now? Oh yeah, I was doing his freaking... Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, Monster Prom. I was like, who the hell is Damien? Now I remember. I was like, Swan, are you in the wrong chat right now? Are you talking to some dude on Discord or something? Like, what? Who the hell is Damien? Your boyfriend? I didn't even want him. I was purely... He didn't even want me. He was trying to kill me for 90% of that run, and you know that. You were there. I know you know that I know that you know. This is how it happens. I don't think so. I don't know. So Swan, are we gonna finally be able to move on to the DLC after this Wednesday? Are you gonna freaking get the cat waifu once and for god dang all, like my lord? Are you gonna do that? I can pull a Sword of the Stranger and just say he dyes his hair to hide his lineage and just use both. I have seen Sword of the Stranger, so I get that reference. I understand that one. Classic enemies to lovers. That was a very fast transition from enemies to lovers. It wasn't even in like the final cutscene that it was enemies to lovers. It was just one line of dialogue, and then he's like, and then it transitioned into boning, and I'm like, oh, sick, dude. That was like so fast. That was so fast. That was the fastest that you could have done it. The Stranger is such a good movie. I need more. There were like 2 sequels planned, if I remember. But for some reason or another, they got canceled. And I don't remember exactly why. But I just want you to know that the universe did have plans at some point for having more Sword of the Stranger. And we were robbed. It's a crime to cancel quality, I agree. They were going to make a sequel to Twilight Princess. Zelda game? That got canceled. You know how disappointed I am for the rest of my life that they didn't do that? That I will never be able to see Midna again? I am so sad. She is my wife. I'm going to be hoping into the other timeline. Hopping into the other timeline just to see those movies and come back here, yeah. You can also hope in those timelines as well. Where's my special blue? There's my special blue. It's like a purpley blue, actually. Look at me pretending I know what a color is that I'm talking about. I don't know nothing. Saying a wise man once said, English is hard. True. I think he stuttered while he was saying it too. It was very embarrassing. I was looking up where the term box came from as slang for a vagina. And apparently it can be traced back to Shakespeare using the term box to refer to a man's penis. So that's a little thing I learned earlier today. I was wondering, I still don't have a clear answer on where it came to be known as the Bergana, but in terms of referring to genitals in general, Shakespeare was the guy doing it. He was a freaking dirty bird, that guy, and we all knew this, but, you know, I just feel like my knowledge was reaffirmed on this day. Interesting, I know, it's very weird. Freaking you sly dog, Shakespeare, we all know. Just don't ask Shakespeare to come up with a name for someone from Italy. It'll be very embarrassing for everyone listening. Like, you could just think up, like, a really BS Italian fake name, and you'll probably do as good as Shakespeare did. Like, let me watch this. Mercuriano. That sounds like a Shakespearean Italian name. And it's nothing. I just made that up right now. That's all you need. You just need to basically be the most uncreative person of the year. Shakespeare Freak of the Year. Oh god, he's got a lot of the year titles, apparently. Alright, I think this is simply all I can muster today, mentally or physically. I'm gonna try and not sleep for 24 hours ever again, because pudding brain is real. I've learned that. It's horrifying. I feel like garbage right now. And then my stream was breaking a million times a minute. Now I gotta upload 2 VODs or edit them together for today. A sludge. And I'm wearing a stupid hat. It's been rough out here. In first world problem land, that is. Thank you all for stopping by to help mitigate some of my insanity. Of just being here dealing with all that alone. These streets are cold. It's a cold day here in Dreamland. I'll catch all of you later. Maybe. Who knows? Probably. I mean, I'll be here. It's on you to show up at that point, and I've given you a chore. You're welcome. But yeah, see you later. And bye-bye.